better. Hello, Westside High School Air Force Junior ROTC cadets, and welcome to AFJROTC News. Like any great newscast, today's telecast is going to include news, important announcements, weather, sports, on-the-spot interviews, and it will be free of fake news. No fake news here. Let's get started with some announcements. Number one, homework. You may have noticed or not noticed that you have received no homework assignments from AFJROTC so far. You're welcome. Please keep this in mind when you are filling out your Teacher of the Year forms. However, I do need you to check your Air Force Junior ROTC Google Classroom this week for a very short assignment that you must complete. Now, before we get to the second announcement, let's turn it over to our beautiful weather girl, Miss Norman.
Thank you, Major. Today's weather is brought to you by hand sanitizer. Sanitize those hands. And if you're lucky enough to have enough, do what I do. Bathe in it. Now, on to the map. As you can see, up here in Canada, there is a high pressure of corona. To the south, we have a low pressure system of COVID-19. Moving over to the east, up in Europe, it is hailing corona. Russia, more COVID-19. And moving down to China, well, let's just say if you have a vacation planned for China this summer, I've got one word for you. Cancel. Thank you, Major. Back to you.
Oh, back to me. Thank you, weather girl. That was a uplifting, inspiring, and delightful forecast. I've never wanted to spend time in my basement as much as I do now. Okay, moving on to the next announcement. Seniors, this is just for you. You should have seen by now that you have been designated a specific time on Wednesday to turn in all of your items to Westside High School. That is going to include your AFJROTC uniform items. Tomorrow, I'm going to go through all of your lockers. Hopefully I don't find anything that I shouldn't. And I'm going to send you a list of all the uniform items that I have and all of the items that you still owe. And then I need you to put them in a bag, put your name on them, and leave them in the tote that will be outside of the AFJROTC classroom door. Don't forget to put them in a bag. Don't forget to put your name on them. And don't forget, you can only come to the school during the designated time based on your name and where it fits in the alphabet. I'm fully confident that by this time, you know your alphabet. Wait, breaking news? Yes. Okay, I've just received confirmation that if you come on campus other than during your designated time, Mr. George will meet you in the parking lot, drag you from your car, and beat you within an inch of your life. Wait, hold on. Okay. We promise no fake news. I'm actually being told that's not true, but it should be true. It really should be true. Okay. That's it for this announcement. Let's head down to the sidelines for sports.
Thank you, Major. I am down here right now at the Westside Warrior practice field. And looking out across the way, it is a very sad sight. If we can just show you, as you can see, there's no one out here. Bleachers are empty. It looks like all sports have been called off. Wait a minute. It does look like there is one poor soul out here. Poor thing. It looks like he just cannot accept that there is no sports for the moment. Sir, can I ask you some questions?
Woo, pig, suey, Razorbacks.
Sir, this is actually Jonesboro, Arkansas. Do you have anything to say about the Red Wolves?
Never heard of them.
All right, back to you, Major.
Thank you, Miss Norman, for that awesome sports report. That poor guy, I bet he's seen better days. But, you know, if I had to guess, I'd say back in his day, he was quite the athlete. Just want to put that out there. Third announcement, very important. On Monday of this week, we will be interviewing the candidates who applied to be next year's cadet commander. We'll be doing video conferencing to interview them. And by the end of next week, we will have selected the new commander, the new deputy commander, and the entire command staff. So during this process, I may be contacting some of you, number one, to ask your opinion for who you think is the best choice as next year's commander, and number two, to ask you if you're interested in the position that I'm considering you for. This won't be all of the positions. We're going to fill the majority of the officer and assistant positions either later the next few weeks in the summer, or maybe even not until the beginning of next school year. But we want to go ahead and assign the command staff so that they can get us ready for next school year. So let's get some reaction to this great news and send it out to our roving reporter, Miss Norman, who's walking around Westside High School and getting us up-to-the-minute reaction.
Hi, Majors. So I am out here at the Westside High School parking lot. I'm trying to find some students, cadets, to get their reaction to the AFJROTC news. But I've been out here for about an hour and there's no one in sight. So I thought maybe we would take it on into the school and see if we can find anyone there. Okay, looks like the door's locked. So, back to you, Major.
Ha ha ha! Thank you, Miss Norman. Thank God she's pretty and she works for free. I think someone forgot to tell her that Westside High School is closed and it's Sunday. Last and final announcement for all the cadets. Since the school has set the graduation now as tentatively for the 26th of June, we are going to set our cadet award ceremony for either the 19th or the 20th of June. We're going to try to get everyone together and give out all those awards that were planned for the military ball. So it will not be a military ball. It will not be a dress-up event. It will likely be outside. It will likely be a picnic type event so that we can maintain our social distancing. Still working on all the details, and of course we've got to get approval from the school and we've got to get approval from the Air Force. But that's the date we're going to set. If this doesn't work and we're not able to do it on those dates, then we're going to have to do the award ceremony by video conference, at least for the seniors, and for all non-seniors, we'll present your awards to you next year when you come back to school. That's it for the newscast. So long for now. We miss you. Can't wait to see you. More news next week.
Bye, guys.